Yo, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, guys. All right. We're going to be doing a projection on AMC for the next week and couple days. Before that, if you have been watching these videos and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, guys, and also hit that notification bell. We do go live, especially on these rallies, all right? We play some music. We rally with the family. All right, so this is what I got for the week. All right, so I did the candles, so the daily candles, and with inside those daily candles, we have everything that I think is going to play out intraday, and I'm going to talk about why I think this, and we're going to talk about the way the algorithm and these institutions control and manipulate the price action with options, because in the end, that is why we get these fractals and patterns repeating themselves in the cycle. So let's start off with the beginning of the week. So the beginning of the week, I am expecting some upside. I'm expecting quite a bit of upside. So again, this is just a projection based on historical patterns and how the cycle is currently playing out in the entire market, so the crypto market and also the stock market. So obviously last week we had some major downside following the 100% move on AMC after hours on Friday. So just downside, straight up downside, pump and dump. I personally was expecting this right here on Monday to play out on Friday, but it didn't. So now I have things shifted over a little bit, because I still believe that this pump and dump is not over yet. The last video I released is called Pump and Dump, then Pump, because that pattern, this pattern structure that I'm going to be talking about here has to do with that and the algorithm. Okay, November of 2020, we have the same structure, the same thing. I think this one's going to play out a little bit different than what we saw back in 2020. It's obviously larger, it's bigger, and I'm going to talk about these targets, so let's get to it, right? So Monday, I am expecting some upside. I think that the reason for this is normally during the beginning of the week. So with options, to remember, the options are a huge tool, huge leverage tool these hedge funds and institutions are using to manipulate the price. And we saw last week that we closed below the $5 range. A lot of these options that were in the money, and still the puts that were in the money. So there is, the aftermath of that typically happens sometime in the week coming, the week after that. So this upside also is a psychological thing with retail, because after this massive pump we had in the after hour session, okay, the shorting that the algorithm had to do here is pretty massive. This is a pump and dump. Pump and dumps are not followed by a continuation unless there's a major catalyst, fundamentals that are just terrible, and we see that with a huge drop in price. So because AMC didn't do that, this is a pretty good prediction and projection for the coming week, because again, whole week of price action basically has people second-guessing themselves, okay, retail second-guessing themselves on the way down here. And now, like, a lot of people sold, so what they do is they bring the price back up, get your hopes up, okay, and then they start to trade it sideways again. And what is this period right here? So Monday through Friday, I have a couple of other days here that I'm going to be extending just because I think this is relevant to the current pattern. But Monday, Friday, what happens is premiums go up. So just like they collected premiums as the market opens, same thing here, right? The option contracts are through the roof. They're very expensive because the price is going up and there's a lot of volatility. So same thing, right? You go into the end of the day, price starts coming down. People again are upset because the price is coming down following this pump and dump. And now they're collecting the premiums for all contracts, because people end up buying and they sell when the price is coming down again. But then after that, now you're starting to curl back up slowly, but you're respecting that support trend line. And that macro projection I have on the last video, this goes with it. It's just a micro projection going into the 8th of August. That's a little bit over a week, about 8 days. All right, so we have, again, theta kill, a slight, volatility crush following this pump. And then through Friday, they end up pumping the price back up to around that $6 range. I think this is very doable. I think it's an accurate representation of the entire algorithm structure of a pattern that is playing out right now. I pulled this up on the stream. I talked about a lot of these patterns that are currently doing this right now. So I can pull some up for you guys so you can see. But the crypto market does this. Okay, remember that ARPA pattern that we tracked for 2 years? That 2-year structure that stopped playing out at the beginning of the year, this year, which again, I'm leaning more towards that than tracking the 62-day cycle. But that pattern was flat right here. So as soon as we got into the 2023 year, it started off, everything was flat on that premium chart. So that's how I treat these, crypto plays. They're still really good reference patterns, and I'm going to pull some up. All right. So let's see. We got these right here. So this one right here is AXS. All right. AXS, you can see the price starts coming up around this range, which I agree with. Now, I'm not tracking the same levels. I'm tracking the same structure, but not the same levels. So this ends up going up to this, a similar range as well, and then starts coming down. This is just one example. We talked about XRP, we talked about Doge, and then we also pulled up the GME pattern that happened back in 2020. So a lot of what is happening right now in the markets is there's a lot of cycle signals to November of 2020. That is why I believe that we are just creating a slightly larger version of that, and this pattern right here is what it is, right? So this is what I got, man. This is what I got for you guys. I think this is what's gonna play out this week. I'll be updating this every single day. If you want to track the macro projection I have for AMC, I'm gonna drop a link below so you guys can check that out, and you can track it every day. So it's something that just keeps updating. So track that and let me know what you guys think. But I'm like pretty optimistic about this setup here. I think being that we are just 1 day late, things should start to curl back up. Now these levels, okay, there is room for a little bit more upside. There's room for a little bit less than what I'm expecting here. But they are based off of, the resistance and support levels that we're dealing with back here. So highs for the week. Would expect, that 650, maybe 650, maybe 7 could go up to that 7. Remember these wicks that end up going up quickly and then they get shut down very quickly. So again, this has room, and that's why these candles don't have, your low wicks, because they're basically open and closed candles, pretending that there is no volatility. But the fact is that AMC has a lot of volatility, so you can definitely have it go up a little bit more before it gets shut down. And yeah, man, if you guys want more analysis like this, check out the Discord below as well. I posted on, the entire market, crypto markets and stuff, and that is how we learn the structure of these patterns. This is a very common one. Again, why I think the entire crypto market and stock market is currently doing that right now. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like the video. I'll see you on the next stream.